How you doing? This is Clyde Nukbar Jr. AKA Clyde the Wanderer, Clyde, Ain't No Angel, Clyde the um Don't Go Against Nature. I'm sorry about that. But I have a guest and her name is Coach Cherisse. She's a online fitness trainer. And before we get started, please hit the like button. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. How you doing, Coach Cherisse?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. So you could tell me about your fitness journey, how you got started.
Okay, so I have been, I've always done things that were fit, like basically my whole life from the time I was a kid. I've always played sports, always done something. And so my current obsession with like weight training, with lifting, started probably about 9 years ago. So I have six children altogether. So after I had baby number four, I had been working a lot. I was working as a director of rehab. I'm also a physical therapist assistant. And so I had been just working so much and just not taking care of myself. I was just doing the like regular, not even 9 to 5, probably 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. probably every single day. Taking care of my kids, not going to the gym, going out to happy hour every day, and my clothes were just getting really uncomfortable for me. And that is like one of the things for me that is not okay. It's just not acceptable. It's just like if something's tight on me, I am super unhappy. Well, stuff is tight on me now, but this is like a purposeful bulk. But at that point, that was not a purposeful bulk. That was just me not taking care of myself and not doing what I had to do.
Right.
So I joined a gym basically in Texas that was a great gym. The coach that I had there was into women's bodybuilding. She trained athletes. And so it was a women's weight, like strength training program. And basically we learned like all the basics. Because before that, I had just like, played pickup basketball, or I would go run. I would just go do anything, right? Like I would swim.
Right.
I would do actually I did do a triathlon before that, but at that point in time I just had been doing nothing. I wasn't running, I wasn't doing anything. So I learned about weight training, about how to squat, how to do like the basic movements. And then from there it was just became like a thing. When I moved to Florida, I no longer worked as a director of rehab. I was home full time with my kids, and I got certified as a personal trainer, which was about 8 years ago now. And then from there, it's just been kind of like, it's my thing. It's my passion. I love lifting weights. It definitely keeps me sane. It keeps me functional. Like I said, I do have six children now. So like the time that I'm at the gym with my headphones in, that is like my quiet time. Because
Right.
otherwise, the rest of my day right now is clients, kids, just like the roundabout thing of like all the things I do in a day. So like I have my business, I homeschool my kids, and like that is my entire life every day.
How do you do that? That's not very easy.
It's
You got
not. So like a lot of my friends tell me, like, I believe personally that I should get at least 26 hours a day, and for some reason I'm limited to 24, which is really
right.
annoying. I definitely need those extra 2 hours because I definitely do not sleep well because I'm just up. Like for example, today I've been up since 3:40 this morning. I worked at a gym up in another town near me. I came home, and when you messaged me earlier, came home. I took my kids right out to the park, dropped one of them off to get a haircut, and now it's like do this interview and then finish making dinner and then back to the gym at 6:30.
Wow. I, eh, that's because a lot of people they can't do that. I mean, my I used to work out. I work out. I did like yoga and all this stuff, and
Mhm.
I there was a time where I was out of shape. I was like I was like 215 pounds.
Okay.
And this was like in my teenage years, and so I would kind of like play basketball and stuff, like to lose weight, and I never really did the gym. Like I think like the only time I hit the gym was like with a friend, and then it's like you have to pay like a certain amount of money to use the equipment,
Yeah.
and it accumulates, and so I really was like the park. I did, I work out in the park. I do meditation and all that stuff. And, I don't really do like the weights and stuff. I did like push ups, handstand. handstand push-ups, pull-ups, all
Yeah.
this kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, functional, very like more calisthenic based. And that's always a great form of exercise too. I mean, here in New York, I don't know how they have the park set up, but down here in Florida, they do have like those outdoor workout places that have the pull up bars. They'll have like the little funky like chest press machine. Like I always take my
Right,
kids love that part of the park. So there's lots of opportunities to work out. You don't necessarily have to have a gym membership, but it just makes
right.
it like when you're trying to advance, sometimes it's like you need heavier weights.
Okay. So like you do online like fitness. How does that work? Like the clients, they come to you online and
Mhm.
you know work out online and stuff like that. You don't go see them or
No.
anything. No.
No, and so I do not do like some coaches do like live, like one on one, like you're at the
Right.
gym and I'm telling you what to do. I do not do that. I do not do that at all. I do basically like so I have my online clients. I create a program for you that you do on your own, and especially for the compound lifts, your squat, your deadlift, overhead press, things like that. When you're first starting out, I have you record them and send me those videos so I can give you feedback so we can work on those to make sure that your form is
Oh,
because obviously my primary concern is that people don't get hurt, especially people that haven't been working out before, and even people that have been working out. Like I try to go through like their form, mobility, all that stuff. So within my programming, you not only get like a fitness program, but you also get nutrition coaching, and that means that you either log your food for me using my fitness pal or you take pictures of your food and you send them to me so that way we can work on like what you're putting in your body, because being in shape is not just showing up at the gym. It's 90% of what you put inside your body. Like,
yeah,
going to the gym is the easy part. That's the like 1% of your day. It's
yeah.
all the other 23 hours, like whatever you're doing, those are the things that are really going to matter.
It's mostly like the nutrition and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. That yeah, that is a lot like the nutrition because you got to know how much you consume and stuff. I took like a nutrition course like a couple of years back, and the instructor was telling us that like it's mostly like how what you consume in your body, the
Hmm.
amount of fat, the sugar,
Yeah.
all types of stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I don't keep up with that. I try to be conscious, but it's like sometimes a little bit I let myself go.
Hmm.
A little bit. I have my ice cream, I have, but I do eat fruits. I know I need to eat more fruits and vegetables because I
Hmm.
know the vegetable part is, the digestive system is really
Yes.
important. You get
Yeah.
constipated and stuff like that, so I get it, you know.
Yeah.
Um, you ever competed?
I did. So I've competed in the NPC for the last 2 years. Um, I just did my third show in April in women's physique. That was my first time competing in physique. I did figure twice before that last year. I plan on competing again next spring. Just right now, I'm taking time to really focus on my business, making sure my kid, because obviously you heard my schedule. I
Right.
don't have the mental space currently to be all in on a show. And when you're doing something like that, a show, you have to be mentally like ready for the stress that's going to add to your life. I'm just not there right now. So my plan is spring.
When you was competing, how did it feel to like perform on stage? Even before like you the workouts you do, the prep and all that stuff. 'Cause I know the prep it's not very easy. So I mean, like
Yeah, being in prep is exhausting. And so my first prep, I did have a coach. And so I had a really great coach. His name is Luke. He's a IFBB pro. I actually know him from just being in the Tampa area. He's fantastic. He was great. And so he helped me get as lean as I possibly could. He helped me, he prescribed the workouts. And basically, I manage my food most of the time because I'm plant based. And so it's hard for someone that's not plant based that's giving you like macros that work for people that eat meat that don't work when you're plant based. So like we work together to figure that out. Um, and so being in prep is exhausting because you
right,
are stressing your body in all different manners. So not only are you working out really hard to make sure you're coming in lean and getting your steps in or doing your cardio, depending on what phase you're in, but you're also dieting down. And so you're just taking away more and more food every week or every few weeks. And so like it just becomes a stress on your body overall. It's very hard on your body, especially like, I have kids and practicing your posing and wearing those darn shoes that I hate so much every single day and just being in them is exhausting. And so it's a lot that goes into being a competitor. And if anybody wants to compete, it's always, some people be like, oh, I did a 12-week prep, which isn't necessarily good. Like for most people, like even my next show, my plan is to do a 20-week prep because it just gives your body enough time to acclimate to being that low in your body fat percentage and just getting all of the things in a row so that you can look your best on stage. It's like it's such a exhausting process for
Right.
the 3 minutes that you spend on stage. And it's
Three.
like you do all of this work and you literally are on stage for like this short amount of time. And so you spend so much time and and
Right.
money on your posing and getting your suit as a girl, like as a female, the men's suits are like ridiculously cheap. But the women's, like my competition suit was like $600. So
Wow.
it's not a cheap hobby.
So you got your pro card?
I do not. No, I'm
Oh,
competing
okay.
amateur. No, that was my original goal, was to win my pro card. I don't know how high that continues to rank on my list of goals right now because my one of my biggest goals is really like has to do with my business. And so getting my pro card, what I felt like was like this really important goal when I first started about a year ago. And right now I'm not 100% like, and that's why I'm not competing this year because I'm not 100% all in where I am mentally. So I just need to work like the pieces that I need to work right now, and then I'll be ready. I think for the
That's
beginning of the year.
really tough. I mean, I don't know too much about bodybuilding like that. When I was younger, a teenager, I used to like admiring the female bodybuilders and stuff like Little Ray, Corey Everson, and a lot of people that I don't really know their names. So
Yeah,
I just used to like looking at them and stuff like that. So, but then I started kind of like watching YouTube and people interviewing them. They would talk about a lot of the female bodybuilders. They would talk about certain things that they was dealing with, like on stage and performing. But they wasn't getting that much money. They would do all
no,
the sacrifice and stuff like
yeah.
that.
You
That's a
definitely
lot.
do not make money even as a pro. Like it's
Yeah,
definitely not. You don't do it for the money. So like you have to have some kind of other strategy if you're gonna like if that's your main gig, right? Like you have to have sponsorships. You have to have other ambassadorships or affiliate things. That is how you earn money, because if even if you win outside of winning Olympia, you're not necessarily earning a living.
yeah.
It's like a
So
few $1,000s a show. It doesn't even cover for your coach.
right. How long you been doing like competing so far?
Just the last 2 years. And I've
Yeah,
because I my youngest is 3, and so after I had my last, I just figured like I'll give it a shot, kind of thing.
yeah. Well, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think that's the. I don't think I have too much more questions
Okay,
to go. Huh?
I said okay.
Yeah. But I really appreciate you taking the time out and me asking you questions.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Happy to help.
Yeah. No problem. I mean, maybe on the future, I'll probably, we could keep in touch and stuff. So.
Sounds good. Thank you for reaching out. And
Is
you
there
like
more questions you want me to ask just in case? Or
no, just whatever you wanted to ask. Yep, I'm gonna go cook dinner, and I'm gonna get my kids ready to go to the next thing. So
I appreciate you. Thank
have
you.
the rest of your day.
All right, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye. Well, folks, that's it. I didn't want to stay too long on that. Damn.